Hey, good morning, guys. Author, leadership, and team development speaker Joe Woodley. Thank you for joining me today. Hey, I just want to drop a quick word with you before I head on over to the gym to get my workout on, which I do 5-6 days a week, just to make sure I take care of myself. You know that I take care of the temple. The body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. But I want to challenge you all. I want to challenge you guys to do something for yourselves today and every day for the rest of your lives. I want to challenge you to start living, or I should say to live, because some of you have been living, but many of you have not for the last year and a half, 2 years. I was at a conference last year, and I remarked to the people who were there that coronavirus, the whole corona thing's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And no matter who's in office, no matter who makes what promises, it's not going to happen. It's going to do what viruses do: evolve, change, adapt to whatever conditions are in front of it, because it wants to survive just as much as you do. And the question I laid before them, which I'm going to lay before you, is what are you going to do about it? About spring last year, my son and I decided to turn on television. Now, we're not big television watchers here, so we hadn't watched it in a while. We turned on television, and it happens to be local news, and there were 5 stories in a row: corona, 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 corona. Click. I had to turn it off because I can't do this, can't do this. We are so afraid of dying that we're not living. When's the last time you took a stroll in the park? I mean, it's winter now, but when's the last time you took a stroll in the park just to smell the roses, to smell the flowers? Afraid to go to the grocery store, and I know of people who have not been to the grocery store in years, won't go into the office, won't go to the movies, won't take a walk down the street. Drive in the car with a mask on, nobody in the car with them. Walk down the street, mask on, nobody's around them. Constantly covered in trying to shield themselves from the inevitable. The inevitability that everyone gets a cold, or at some point, or is going to get sick at some point, or something's going to happen. And this is not to diminish the effects of the virus, because I know people who have died from the virus. But the things you're going to look back on in life and regret the most are not the things that you did. The things you're going to regret the most are the things that you did not do. And I can tell you that because of being in a situation years ago where I was dying. And although I was not fearful of dying in the moment, the thoughts that went through my mind were not the things that I did and shouldn't have done. Well, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have done that. You know what thoughts were in my mind? What was in my mind was spending time with my son, my family, going places with friends, doing things, the things that I missed out on or would have missed out on doing. It was about the stuff I should have done and could have done, not the things that I didn't, or that I did that I shouldn't have done. If that makes sense to you guys. And many of you, if you continue down this road, are going to end up in that place. But you may be in a place, unlike me, where you may not have another opportunity. Life is short. Life is short, and God gives us all a prescribed amount of time. And it's important that you live your life to the fullest. You cannot be afraid to live your life. You can't be afraid to do that. Again, I'm not saying to just go buck wild and act crazy and do stuff that is off the cuff, that is going to endanger you and other people and all that other kind of stuff. What I am saying is that you need to live your life to the fullest. You need to live your life to the fullest. And you need to turn off Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, all that stuff. Some of you sit around all day and watch that junk all day long. No wonder you're living lives that are consumed by fear. You talk about every single negative report about how many people are infected and how many people are dying and how many people are this and how many people are that. All this negative talk, all this talk about death and dying and all that. Well, no wonder you're afraid. I would too if I sat around watching Fox News and CNN and MSNBC all the time. Let me tell you what I did with my year last year. I won't get into all the details, but I'm going to share a couple of things with you about, and this is not to brag on me, this is to brag on God. This is what I was able to accomplish last year, turning all that junk off. I started learning the piano. I talked about it for years, discussed it with friends. Friends of mine would tell you, like, Joe's been talking about like learning the piano for years. Stepped out and did it, started taking lessons. Went back to school, started school again. Been talking about that for a number of years. Was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that again. Got involved in other activities, other organizations, and God has just blessed and opened doors because I refused to live in fear. Here's something else I did last year that was really exciting. I went to the park and smelled the roses and enjoyed the sunshine and the fresh air. We went to Florida and enjoyed the sunshine. We walked down the street. We did things. We lived life and enjoyed life and tried to enjoy life to the fullest. So, with that being said, I'm going to hurry up so I can get on out of here so I won't be late because, like I said, I have things I need to get done today. But I just want to challenge you guys, again, just to start living again. Turn off the news and get outside and get some fresh air. The best thing you can do for yourself is to get off the couch, stop sitting around waiting for this thing to end. Go exercise, eat right, take care of yourselves, pray, trust God, and live your life. Again, I'm not telling you to do anything that's radical or that's crazy. I'm just telling you that you need to live your life. Because again, life is short. And the things that you're going to regret are not the things that you did that you think you should not have done. The things you're going to regret the most at the end of the day is the things that you think you should have done, could have done, and would have done, but now your time is up. And you don't have an opportunity to do those things. So go out and live your life. Turn the news off. Stop listening to all the fear and everything else. You feel like you need to take whatever precaution you need to take, fine. I'm not judging you on any of that stuff. What I'm saying is you need to live your life because I'm going to live mine and I'm going to enjoy the life that God gave me and I'm going to live it to the fullest and I'm going to be a blessing to the people who are around me and I'm just going to enjoy the air. I'm going to enjoy smelling the flowers. I'm going to enjoy hanging with friends and family. I'm going to enjoy those things because at the end of the day, I don't want to look back with regret. Live your life. God bless you guys. Let me get into the gym. Talk to you soon.